I'm Paul Covington. I'm the current manager of this wonderful broadcasting station. Originally from Tassie, I worked for 7AD. And I started when I was 17 years old. I landed at 7LA before coming to 2GF. And a young Tassie boy asked himself, where the hell is Grafton? 38 years ago, 1985. There's no internet to search. So I've been here for 2GF for a total of 36 years now. That's 40% of its 90 years life. So thank you for coming here today to help us celebrate 2GF's wonderful milestone of 90 years of continuous broadcasting to the Clarence Valley. Firstly, I'd like to welcome our state member for Clarence and former 2GF breakfast host, Richie Williamson. Jessica Fay, on behalf of the federal member for Page, Kevin Hogan. Thank you, Jessica. Former 2GF General Manager Ron Bell is lurking around somewhere. As our former owners, Mike Doherty and Bill Doherty, thank you for coming down. And all past and current employees of 2GF. And to the people who have travelled, like Jill and David and their families, I certainly thank you for coming here today and appreciate you making the trip to celebrate. And mostly, importantly, a sincere thanks to the members of our Clarence Valley community here to celebrate. Well, 90 years of broadcasting around the Clarence Valley, what an incredible achievement. For almost a century, through so much uncertainty, whether it be war, pandemics, bushfires, flooding, there's always been a constant in our community, and that's 2GF. In the words of our youngest current employee, 2GF is so much more than a frequency you listen to on your commute or in the kitchen. It's a mode of communication, a platform to showcase the incredible Clarence Valley, a training platform for aspiring announcers who have gone on to work at the highest level of broadcasting, but most importantly, it is community. In the 1980s, the well-known jingle for the station went, 2GF where your friends are. And by looking around at everyone today, I can confidently say that statement is true. Some of the following is taken from the 50th anniversary speech by then manager Paul McCarthy, transcribed by Siri. Mr McCarthy said our history goes back to 8 p.m. on the 15th of December 1933, when 2GF transmitted its first programs from studios in Turf Street, Grafton, transmitting on 500 watts of power. The 30s were difficult years with the Great Depression, and the introduction of 2GF must have been a boost to local confidence and pride, but more importantly, must have brought communication and entertainment. 2GF was first managed by Mr Caldwell Smith, who was to become known as Uncle Cole. The station broadcast for a total of 35 hours a week and employed the staff of 3. And in those early days, it was a bonding of community association. There weren't any videos, there wasn't TV or internet, there certainly wasn't 24-hour radio, but there was dancing at the Truro State shows at the Grant, at the Garden Theatre, family dances on Susan Island, and the pubs that most would require. And through these times, 2GF was there sharing the occasion, being part of your life and growing with you. Hopefully this storm stays away. At times, as times changed, the community grew, so did the needs of Radio 2GF. In 1952, the station relocated studios to Prince Street, Grafton, and the transmitter site went to Swan Creek, so it was out of floods. Floods on the Clarence back in the 50s and 60s seemed to be a part of life, and 2GF was there to ensure that the community was well informed with river heights and conditions. 2GF has faced several challenges along the way. World War II and the aftermath were particularly difficult times. The community relied on its local station for news, information and entertainment, and 2GF delivered. It survived the introduction of television in the mid-60s, then aggregation in 1992, which resulted in 3 TV networks vying for a piece of the electronic media advertising pie. After the initial ownership of AWA, 2GF was sold to the Doherty family's Westlawn Investments in, I reckon it was 85, some differ. The station moved from 124 Prince Street to its current location at 15 Prince Street, just a few doors away. 2GF successfully obtained a supplementary FM licence in 1977. In 1999, I should say, and FM 1047 was born. In 1999, both stations were sold to Bill and Pam Corrales' Broadcast Operations Group. 2GF's covered major news stories over the last 9 decades. Just across the river here in 1943, when 13 Boy Scouts drowned when a punt capsized in the Clarence River. Major floods, including the one in 1950 measuring 7.74 metres, grandstand burning down at the Grafton racecourse. And I was on air, and the first to break the news that 21 people died and 22 others injured in the bus crash at Calba in October '89. David Bancroft's coverage of that won a major industry award for best coverage of an event. Steve Hawkins' coverage of the Kangi siege in March 1983 also won an award. And who could forget his call of take over target, winning the Ramornie handicap, or John Carlton's call of King's Eye, winning the cup. They were all made possible because we were broadcasting under the banner of West Northern Investments. I'd like to thank the wider community for embracing this occasion, and the feedback we've been getting from former staff in the community has been phenomenal. A huge amount of credit goes to our new 2GF announcer, Misty Fisher, for the wonderful 90 Memories in 90 Days series on social media. Misty, along with Tess, Carleen, Cam and Hope, have spent many hours planning and putting this celebration together, and I'm greatly appreciative of having such a vibrant team. To the many sponsors who helped make the celebration here at the Crown Hotel here today, the Crown Hotel, Hank's Kitchen, Paper Daisy Florist, Farmer Lou's, Harvey's Jewellers, Holiday Coast Meats, Low Pressure Surf Co and Harvey Norman, I thank you. Also thanks to Emma, Fran and their team for the amazing wraparound special feature in this week's Clarence Valley Independent. Thanks guys, that was incredible. Something we can preserve for a long, long time. We thank you for your continued support and being here with us today for this momentous occasion. Now before I wind up this part of proceedings, there will be a bit of a cake cutting a little later. I must pass on a special thanks to my mentor and 2GF historian, former 2GF manager Ron Bell. Apart from his book, The History of 2GF, being a great reference, Ron's given up many hours helping Misty and Emma piece together the 2GF story. Ron, I do have a little presentation to you because you probably don't have one of these. Keeping with the history of 2GF, as I mentioned, we've changed from 12:06 AM, which was 12:10, and went on 103.9, and now to 89.5 FM. So on the new logo, I hope you can wear that with pride while you're out in the garden. Good one. So thank you very much again for what you've done for us, and myself over the years. So once again, thank you for coming along to our party, and now help me to raise a glass to celebrate 2GF and its incredible 90 years of broadcasting. Now we do have Jessica that wants to make a small presentation, representing the Federal member for Page, Kevin Hodge.
Thank you, Paul. Kevin would like to apologise for not being able to make the 90-year celebration today, but he has asked me to say a few words on his behalf and congratulate 2GF on your 90th birthday. For all its 90 years, 2GF has been very involved with the community in times of emergency and has been a friendly and informative voice to many people over the decades. The community has always turned to 2GF and continues to turn to its local radio station for information today. Kevin would like to acknowledge two people in particular who have been instrumental in 2GF's success in recent decades, Ron Bell and Richie Ransom. Ron was the driving force as General Manager and Richie on air with his breakfast show. An organisation is only as good as its people, and with these two have been an integral part to 2GF's success. 2GF entertains its listeners, giving them the news, community information, local politics and weather. They look forward to it. It has survived opposition from all entertainment options thrown at it, but remains a favourite. 2GF is 90 years old. Happy birthday. And on behalf of Kevin, I would like to present you with this.
Okay guys, I've got one over here. Thank you.
Give us a smile, Cole.
Thank you, Jessica, and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. We'll have a cake cutting when the Master of Ceremony says, let's go. Thank you.